Today's lesson is called Belgium, a country for all moods. Hello everyone, my name is Jeff.
And my name is Roger. We're going traveling today. We're going to go to Europe. It might be a little cold there right now. But hey, if you've got some vacation time during your winter break, you might want to consider going there. And no, we're not going to Germany. We're not going to France, Italy, Spain, etc. We are actually going to Belgium. What a destination.
What a destination indeed. Anyways, Belgium is a smaller country there in Europe, but it's still super awesome. Now, earlier, Roger mentioned some famous European countries like Germany and France and stuff like that. Now, maybe Belgium isn't as well known as these countries, but get this, it's still super great. And if you go there, maybe if you only speak German or French, you'll be A-OK because the people of Belgium, boy, do they ever speak a whole lot of languages. Yeah, if you go to Belgium, okay, people there might be able to speak French, they might be able to speak German, and they might also be able to speak a language called Flemish. Now, I don't think anyone in Taiwan is studying Flemish, but hey, French and German, those are pretty commonly studied languages. So if you only speak French or you only speak German, don't think, hey, I can only go to France or Germany if I go on a European vacation. Well, that's not the case. You can also visit Belgium. How about that? Anyways, folks, with that, it is time for us to take a short break. But when we come back, we'll start reading our article on Brussels.
Belgium, a country for all moods. Belgium is a tiny country filled with amazing sights. While its capital, Brussels, may seem like the star, it's the smaller cities that steal the show.
All right, everybody, it's time for us to discuss the contents of today's lesson. We're describing Belgium as a country for all moods. Usually mood refers to the kind of emotions you're feeling, your state of mind, etc. You might be in a good mood, for example, if you made some money on the stock market, or if you lost money, you would be in a bad mood. But in this particular case, though, I think the word mood is referring to different kinds of situations that you can get involved with.
There you go. Belgium has it all. It is a country for all moods, even though it is a small country there in Europe. And yeah, most people associate Belgium with things like waffles and French fries and the capital city of Brussels. And yeah, we'll touch on all of these things, but you should know there's more to Brussels than just these things. Anyways, let's get started. Belgium is a tiny country filled with amazing sights. So there you go. It's small, but it's still awesome. It's filled with amazing things that you can experience and see. It is filled with amazing sights. And Brussels, that's a famous European city. Yes, while its capital, Brussels, may seem like the star of Belgium, it's the smaller cities that steal the show. So there you go. You might think, okay, I'm going to Belgium. I better go to Brussels. That's the best place that we can go in Belgium. That's the tops. Well, that's not necessarily the case, apparently. Brussels is great. But get this, Roger, it's the smaller cities there in Belgium that steal the show.
Steal the show, exactly. So if you go to see a performance, say a dance performance or something, you expect to see lots of dancing. But if somebody sings and everyone likes that singer, we could say the singer stole the show. The focus was supposed to be on the dancers, but everybody liked the singer, so the singer stole the show. So that kind of means that, yes, the city of Brussels is supposed to be the star of Belgium, but the smaller cities are actually more attractive, and I think Brussels probably doesn't mind. A lot of those European cities have been swamped with tourists in recent years. They'd probably like to see those people go elsewhere.
There you go. So if you go to Belgium, yeah, sure, you'll probably end up in Brussels at some point. But when you come back and people ask you, hey, how was your trip? How was Brussels? You went to Brussels, right, when you went to Belgium? You'll say, yeah, sure. But you know what? The memories that I've formed and the impressions that I've formed of Belgium, well, I didn't really get those impressions or feelings just from Brussels. In fact, some of the smaller cities around Brussels, okay? Those are the things that I remember, the experiences that I had there, the things that I saw there. Those are the things that I remember about Belgium, although Brussels, sure, it's a great city. But yes, those smaller cities, they're going to steal the show. All right, everyone, with that, it's time for us to take a short break, but don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
One of these cities is Dinant. Historically, its location on the Meuse River made it prone to enemy attacks, which is why the citadel of Dinant was built. Set atop a cliff, this astonishing fortress overlooks the city and its surroundings. A visit there will reward you with a fantastic view of the Meuse Valley and a taste of what life was like for the soldiers who once lived there. Right below the citadel is the 13th century Collegiate Church of Our Lady. An onion-domed tower rises above the church, and stained glass windows decorate its interior. This lovely structure is made even more beautiful by the cliff and citadel in the background.
大家好，第二部分我们看到片语 prone to 加名词、动词或动词 ing 表示易于有倾向。例如That athlete is prone to injury, so many teams don't want to sign him. 那名运动员容易受伤，所以许多队都不想签下他。或是 Henry is prone to forget names, so it might take him a while to remember yours. Henry 很常忘记别人的名字，所以他可能会花一阵子才会记得你的名字。再举一个例子 Jenny is prone to losing her temper when things don't go her way.Jenny 在事情不如意的时候很容易生气。再来，我们看到单字 astonishing， 这个字是形容词，表示令人赞叹的、惊讶的。像是 We saw some astonishing churches on our trip to Europe。我们在欧洲之旅中看到一些令人惊叹的教堂。或是 After years of astonishing growth, the company's sales have begun to level off。经过多年惊人的成长，公司的销售额开始攀升。另外，这个字去掉字尾的 ing 就成为动词 astonish， 指使十分惊讶，使吃惊。例如 Wendy astonished her friends by standing up and singing a song。 Wendy 起立唱歌，让她的朋友们十分惊讶。接着我们看到一个名词 fortress， 指堡垒、要塞，像是The soldiers felt safe sleeping inside the strong fortress. 士兵们安心地睡在坚固的堡垒里。再来，我们看到单字 stained glass， 这个字是名词，指彩色玻璃、花窗玻璃。举例来说 Many European churches are famous for their stained glass windows. 许多欧洲的教堂以他们的彩绘玻璃闻名。
Okay, so as we said in the first paragraph, the smaller cities steal the show in Belgium. So if you've been to Brussels there, the capital, and you're kind of sick and tired of seeing those same sites over and over again, yes, you can head to some of those smaller cities. Now, one of these cities is Dinant.
Now, more on Dinant. Historically, its location on the Meuse River made it prone to enemy attacks, which is why the citadel of Dinant was built. There you go. This city, Dinant, was prone to enemy attacks. It was open to those attacks. It could be attacked easily. It was vulnerable to enemy attacks, and that's why they built this fortress there, or this citadel there.
Indeed. Lots of towns and cities built next to rivers are prone to flooding, especially the city of Davenport in Iowa. I believe they had a big flood last year, so yes, that city is prone to flooding. Or Danshui, because of its location next to the ocean, is prone to colder temperatures during the winter. But here, the location of the city on this river made it easily attacked. Enemies could attack it easily, so they built this citadel. And a citadel, of course, is like a military fort on top of a hill in a city.
Now, moving on, we learn more about Dinan, okay? Apparently, this citadel is amazing. Yes, set atop a cliff, this astonishing fortress overlooks the city and its surroundings. So there you go. We have this word fortress again. We mentioned it earlier. You can also shorten this word fortress and just say fort. Anyways, we've got a lot to talk about in this sentence. First of all, we have the word cliff.
Cliff, right. You see a lot of cliffs, of course, on the east coast of Taiwan. That's a place where the rocks next to a body of water usually go up quite steeply, rather quickly, rather extremely. So, of course, this is on top of a cliff, so you don't want to step over that cliff. You'll fall and get hurt really badly. So that's where the fortress is, or the citadel is. That's where it's located. That's what set atop means. It is located on a cliff. I suppose you could also say it is located atop a cliff. Atop just means on top of something.
There you go. Atop. A-T-O-P. It's one word. Anyways, the next vocabulary word of the day is the word astonishing. If something's astonishing, it's super great. It's wonderful. It's amazing. It will surprise you greatly if you see it. Further, if you overlook something, you kind of make an error because you fail to notice something or you don't see it, okay? That's not the case here, though, is it, Roger?
No, it's not. It means it's on a high location, and then you can see these things from far away. I could say the observation deck in the IDS Tower in Minneapolis overlooks the central business district of Minneapolis. Or you could also say that Wenhua Daxue here in Taipei overlooks Taipei. It's up there on top of the mountain. So if you're there, you can see the city. The university overlooks the city and its surroundings. Surroundings refer to the areas around a certain place. And this is almost always used in the plural here. If you talk about things that surround something, you can see the surroundings of Taipei from the mountain.
Very often, if you are a person, if you're talking about your surroundings, you're not only talking about the physical location around you at that time, but also the things that are happening around you at that time. For instance, you could say, you have to pay attention to your surroundings. Yeah, be aware of what is going on around you at all times. Anyways, moving on, the next sentence says, a visit there, to Danan, a visit there will reward you with a fantastic view of the Meuse Valley and a taste of what life was like for the soldiers who once lived there. So there you go. Yes, because this citadel overlooks the city and its surroundings, you will have a great view, a fantastic view of the Meuse Valley. Okay, you're not going to want to miss it.
That's right. You will be rewarded with those things. You'll have those things. You can enjoy them. And you can get a sampling of what it was like for the soldiers who actually lived in that citadel in the past. Now, here in the next paragraph, it says, right below the citadel is the 13th century Collegiate Church of Our Lady. So, yes, indeed, if you like churches, this is the place for you. I guess they've got them all over Europe. An onion-domed tower rises above the church, and stained glass windows decorate its interior. So dome here, onion domed, that means the building has a dome or a half circle that is in the shape of an onion.
There you go, a half sphere. Remember, this is going to be a three-dimensional architectural feature, but that doesn't matter here. Go there for the dome there, the onion-domed tower. Go there for that, and then stay for the stained glass windows. They're fantastic. Now, this lovely structure, this church, is made even more beautiful by the cliff and citadel in the background. There you go. What a great place, Danan. Anyways, folks, with that, it's time for us to take a short break, but don't go away. We'll be right back after this.
As you walk around Dinan, you'll see many saxophone statues, such as the colorful ones lining the city's main bridge. That's because Dinan is the birthplace of Adolphe Sax, the inventor of the saxophone. Visit Mr. Sax's house to find out more about Sax's life and to admire exhibits of early saxophones.
第三部分，我们看到一个名词 saxophone， 指萨克斯风。例如 Tommy has been learning how to play saxophone since he was 6 years old. Tommy 从6岁起开始学习吹奏萨克斯风。最后我们看到一个单字 exhibit， 这个字是名词，意思是展览、展示品。举例来说 I saw a great exhibit about a French artist at the museum this weekend. 我这周末在博物馆看到一位法国艺术家的精彩展览。或是 There are quite a few exhibits at the electronics show that shouldn't be missed. 电子展上有不少展示品，你不该错过。另外，这个字也可以当动词，指展现、陈列。例如The artist exhibited the pictures and paintings he had collected over the years. 这名艺术家展示他多年收藏的相片及画作。
Okay, welcome back. Remember, we're talking about Belgium, and we're not talking about Brussels so much, but we're talking about the smaller cities that steal the show. And we've been talking about the sights that you can see in Danone. Okay, so we left off with that church there. And as you walk around Danone, you'll see many saxophone statues, such as the colorful ones lining the city's main bridge. So, of course, if you like saxophones, you ought to check out this town because you'll see lots of statues of saxophones. That, of course, is a musical instrument that is used a lot in jazz.
So you're walking around Danone, and you see a lot of saxophone statues. Interesting, but why? Well, we're going to answer that question right now. Why are there saxophone statues everywhere? Well, that's because Danone is the birthplace of Adolphe Sax, the inventor of the saxophone. There you go. So he's a famous guy. He's from Danone. So they are honoring him and his memory by putting up these saxophone statues. That's why there are saxophone statues all over the place there in Danone.
Exactly. So visit Mr. Sax's house to find out more about Sax's life and to admire exhibits of early saxophones. So this is a tourist attraction in the small city of Danone. It's the birthplace of Adolphe Sax, the guy who invented the saxophone. And of course, there are many kinds of saxophones. There's the soprano saxophone, the tenor saxophone, the baritone, etc. There are various kinds of saxophones. And if you're into saxophones, or even if you play the saxophone, you should visit his house because there's probably going to be lots of exhibits there about saxophones and about his life as well.
There you go. Now, here we have the word exhibit. It's being used as a noun, but you can also use it as a verb as well. Yes, if you exhibit something, and here we're using the word as a verb, if you exhibit something, you put that thing on display, okay? You put it somewhere so that people can see it, so that it can be viewed or seen publicly. Now, when you've done that, you can say that you have put up an exhibit. Yeah, the exhibit. If we're using this word as a noun, an exhibit is just a public display. Okay, so when you have displayed something publicly, okay, you have put on an exhibit. How about that?
And, of course, with the word exhibit here, you might be thinking of the word exhibition. They're very similar in meaning, but generally, an exhibit is smaller, an exhibition is much larger. Okay, that brings us to the end of our lesson for today. Let's now hear once again from our Chinese teacher.
各位同学大家好，我是 Hanny。 我们来看今天的文法重点。课文最后一部分提到，迪南是萨克斯风发明者的出生地。那作者建议我们呢，可以去造访 Mr. Sax's house 来深入认识这个发明者的生活，以及欣赏早期萨克斯风的展示品。好，那这边用到一个单字叫 exhibit， 我们来学习它的字首字根。先来看字根 HIBIT 或者是 HABIT 这样的字根呢，它有居住 live 或是保持 keep 或是拥有 have 的语义。那很多带有这一类的字根呢，都会有居住的意思。像我们知道 habitat 它是指栖息地，动植物居住生长的地方。那同学们可能会想说habit 不是习惯吗？习惯跟居住有什么关系呢？好，其实 habit 这个字在英文里面它已经没有居住的意思了。不过呢，它这个习性习惯的意思还是可以连接到它的字源这种 keep 有保持保有某事物状态的语义。那从这边应该看得出来。好，那在 exhibit 这个字当中，它的字首 ex 表示向外，那字根 HIBIT prohibit 这个部分呢表示拥有。同学们可以试着想，你把你有的东西对外展示，对外秀出你拥有的东西，这样应该可以联想到 exhibit 它有展览展示品的意思。好，顺便补充其他有这一类字根的单字哦。第一个是 cohabit C-O-H-A-B-I-T， 那它的字首 C-O 是来自C-O-M 表示一起，那么 C-O-M 碰到 H 开头或是母音开头的字根，它会拼成 C-O。 至于字根这个 habit 的部分，它表示居住，那把字首字根合在一起，我们从字面上来看就会有一起居住，那就表示同居咯。好，第二个单字 habitual H-A-B-I-T-U-A-L， 好，它的字根这个 habit 它表示保持，那么 U-A-L 这部分是形容词字尾， habitual 就是用来形容习惯性的、常态的、习以为常的，你一直保持那样的状态嘛。好，再看第三个单字 inhabit I-N-H-A-B-I-T，它的字首 in 表示在什么之中，那字根 habit 表示居住，所以 inhabit 这个字呢，它就有表达说居住于什么、栖息在什么什么的意思，它是当动词来用。如果我们在后面接上字尾 ant 表示执行者，想想看哦，执行居住去执行栖息这个动作人是谁呢？inhabitant 它就表示居民或者是栖息在某个地方的动物。好，再来第四个单字 prohibit P-R-O-H-I-B-I-T， 它的字首 P-R-O 表示在什么之前，那么 H-I-B-I-T 它表示保持或是握住，它有 hold 的那个意思。同学们试着想，当前方有那种禁止标志的时候，你是会被 hold 住，它会把人 hold 住，叫你不要再继续前进了。所以从这边也许可以联想到 prohibit 它有禁止、阻止的意思了。好，以上是今天重点整理，我们回顾今天的单字吧。
Cliff. Standing on the shores of France, visitors can see the white cliffs of Dover, England on a clear day.
Astonishing.After opening up its economy, the country developed at an astonishing rate. Overlook. A viewing platform at the top of the mountain overlooks the valley below. Surroundings. The waterfall and its surroundings are all part of the national park. Exhibit. Nico begged his parents to take him to the National Science and Technology Museum's latest
exhibit.Okay, everyone. With that, today's article is now complete. But, as always, we sure hope that you guys have enjoyed reading along with us. Anyways, I'm Jeff.
I am Roger.
See you next time.